to the hosts of the program.
This is a year where things are a little bit more weird. I mean, slapping purses.
Since we're at First Avenue and you just played the main room, I'm wondering if you could tell me what is your favorite show that you've ever seen here?
My favorite show is probably Ice Cube.
Describe the jewel-studded device that you use through most of your set.
I was down by Mississippi River one day and I found this foxhole cave, and inside it was all that stuff.
Really?
Yes.
Even Leisure Birds do like a brand of rock and roll that is just a little bit left to center, you know?
You have Moonstone, that's just going to be an epic rock
What is
opera.
That? What is that?
It's indescribable.
Playing at First Avenue tonight and playing in the main room, do you feel like that's an important milestone for a local band to reach? Do you feel like there's a significance in playing something like the Best New Band Showcase?
Yes, absolutely I do. I think that First Avenue is probably the most exciting place to play in town as far as we're concerned. We were watching Purple Rain the previous evening to prepare for it.
People go expecting a rock show and they actually get something quite more than that.
It's locally known that we're a Lunarian organization, so we're trying to get the message of Lunarianism out to a younger public.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot of times backstage, right before they come on stage, and you kind of see the fear, and like, I can't believe I'm playing the First Ave main stage.
Pom, winner, better in the springtime, cold-blooded sinner. In the summer, I'ma make a mind, wanting to change me. Can't nobody save me, after when the leaves die.
No Bird Sing just finished their set. We're hanging out. What is the experience of playing in the main room for the first time, and do you feel like that's kind of a milestone as a local act?
Yeah, my Facebook status said something about a bucket list earlier. It's definitely a milestone.
One of the things I really noticed on a technical level is that I've never been on a stage up to this point that sounded so good.
That First Avenue is the spot. It's historic. It's iconic.
When you think back to all the shows that you've seen in that room and the people that you've now shared a stage with, who are your favorite acts that you've seen at First Avenue?
Mine was Halloween Alaska, Dosh, and Cloud Cult.
Peter Wolf Crier is going on next, so that might end up being my favorite show.
Gonna be my favorite.
I'm here with Peter Pisano and Brian Moen of Peter Wolf Crier. So how do you guys feel about playing First Avenue?
It's amazing to be on a stage that you know that all this history has taken place on.
Nagel, how do you feel about this year's lineup?
Well, Moonstone's a great example. Every year there's a couple I've never seen before. And tonight, you know, Matt Wilson I've known for 2 decades. He's going to be out here tonight.
All right, we're backstage with the Twilight Hours. Most of the bands here are playing First Avenue for the very first time this evening. You, I assume, have played at least once.
How many times do you think you've played here?
I played here a lot. When I was, I think, 17, I played in a band, and it was like a new wave band, and we were almost naked, and then we warmed up for strippers.
The first one that I knew that you played was opening for U2.
Yep.
Matt, and U2's first trip through Minneapolis, Matt's band opened for him.
Are you familiar with any of the other bands playing tonight? Do you follow the local scene pretty closely?
The first band that I saw was Peter Wolf Crier, but I've been wanting to see the Red Pens for a long time, so...
An awesome set. You guys play out a lot. I'm wondering, with your experience playing around in the local scene, do you feel like tonight's Best New Band Showcase is representative of the talent that's out there right now?
I would have liked to see Zoo Animal on the bill.
Yeah. As a local band, do you feel like you've reached a milestone by playing in the First Avenue main room?
Definitely. I feel like we have to take it to the next step.
Now we have to go on tour, get out of town. I don't think we can take it any further.
Spread the word.
Locally.
I can tell by the way my heart's beating and how like happily emotional I feel right now. I'm really excited to have played a set in First Avenue main room. It's kind of been a long goal of mine, a dream come true. To play where my heroes have played, so yeah, it's kind of like I got the chills all night long.
Is it important for a local band, do you think, to be involved in this show?
It's always been a sort of a highlight of the year. You know, I really enjoy looking to see who's going to be in the Pick the Click poll. And in the same way, I enjoy coming to the First Avenue Best New Band Showcase. And it's great because there's always great bands, but it's also great because you see great bands rise or fail to rise to the occasion when they have to, when that curtain goes up. I mean, it's nerve-wracking, and a lot of them have never played this room before. Some will never play it again.
Glass home stereo speaker stack with a customized quarter-inch input jack. Not to buy.